Hi, my name is Chris Colucci, President and CEO for Markham Board of Trade. We're here today at our Women's Networking Lunch, just following International Women's Day. We're going from celebrating to connecting. We're bringing a few people, particularly our members, and we want to share some stories and deep wisdom and business experience. And we have Ruth Plumb with Ruth Plumb Portraits and Photography. And Ruth, maybe you could tell us a little bit about yourself and your business and what International Women's Day would mean to you.
Oh yeah, well for International Women's Day, I think it's so important that we represent the values and the strengths. It's just all the qualities that make it so awesome to be a woman.
Oh, that's great. That's a great way to put it. And if you like, I'm going to ask a few questions and just share your experience. Like in particular, when you reflect on your career journey, were there any defining moments that changed how you saw yourself as a business person or a leader?
Yeah, I find that when I first started my business, I think I made it a lot about me. Like I felt like I had to sell myself and it would get me really, really nervous. And then I realized, you know what? No, what's important for me, I realize, is getting to know the other person and everything just naturally starts to happen. I felt a lot of pressure. It's like, I need to tell them this about me so I can sell what I'm doing. But it's like, no, I can be myself, get to know the other person. We get to know what each other does and then we support each other. And I think that really helped. And I think another thing I've loved is building a community of women. So women supporting women has been incredible because we can't build a business on our own. And it's important to have people that you can share your journey, your ups and downs, and actually feel you can trust. And they all share things. And I think that's so empowering.
Oh, thank you. Very well said. Very well said. And I guess so many women in leadership describe in a moment where they kind of stopped waiting for permission and started leading. What would you say is yours?
Yeah, that's such a good question because who knows if it's from upbringing or just certain things that we were taught growing up. But I do feel that women do struggle with giving themselves permission. I think especially I would speak on behalf of like mothers who stayed at home and then have decided to start a business. There's that permission to actually not leave the responsibility of the children, but it's realizing that our goal, our personal desires as women, it doesn't have to be behind our children or come after our husbands. It can go in tandem. It can be together because it's so important. If we can show we value our goals, our children as they grow up can realize they can value what their own goals and achievements are also.
That's so true. And shifting gears for a minute, you've been a Markham Board of Trade member for a while. What do you like most about Markham Board of Trade as the local Chamber of Commerce? And what do you feel you benefited most from and enjoyed the most about being a member?
Well, it's interesting. When I first started my business, the first event that I attended was the women's lunch. And I was just so inspired by the speakers and it was just amazing. And I just felt like this is something I want to be a part of. And each year, it's interesting how, the first time I came in as attendee and eventually got a table and then I started, so it's just like a journey of stepping in. And now, because I've experienced how positive it is, when I know of other business and women in business, I actually let them know, hey, there's a women's event. You may want to consider being a vendor. But aside from that I just love the members and it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah. No, and thank you for volunteering as an MC at breakfast as well. And
thank you for giving me that
that's great.
opportunity.
So if you could create one new opportunity for emerging women in business, what would it look like?
I still feel it's great that women in business connect with each other on a regular basis. So for example, if we're looking at the Markham Board of Trade, I think it's great that the Markham Board of Trade has breakfasts and after fives that cover all businesses. But I think it'd be kind of nice to have one event each month or even a lunch or a breakfast that's specifically for women in business because I just feel like we connect differently.
I agree completely.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
Yeah, I know. Wait, I got a note for program development. Yeah. And I think I got a committee chair there now, so that'd be great. Thank you for volunteering. So I guess when you face doubt, as we all do, whether it's internal or external, kind of what keeps you moving forward?
Wow. Yeah. And I think the thing is I've learned to normalize doubt. Sometimes when doubt comes up, we can wonder if we're good enough or if what we're doing is of any value. And so I think the important thing is just recognizing that whatever service we offer for our clients, for example, just seeing how they feel about themselves from what we do for them. So for me, that's the part that eliminates the doubts. I get such a high when my clients leave me a Google review Like I go back and I listen, I read it, and I'm just amazed at how something I did touched them or made them say that they fell in love with themselves again. I mean, that's so powerful. And to me, that's just really the reward in what I do.
That's outstanding. And I guess vision in the road ahead. You know, I mean, what role do established women leaders today carry in shaping opportunities for the next generation?
Oh, yeah. Well, I would say that, for example, in my journey, I felt like attending women events where we meet other women leaders, it gave me an idea that if they were able to do it and overcome these things, I can also do the same thing. And then since I experienced it, I feel like there's also a responsibility for me to make other women, whether it's teenagers or girls that have this hope of becoming something, a certain career, it's for them to realize it's possible as long as you surround yourself with people that align with those values. The values of lifting each other, rising and supporting each other versus criticizing or whichever. But yeah, positivity.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's what moves the world forward, and people like you. Thank you so much for being a member and for sharing a little time with us today.
All right. Thank you, Chris.